love chocolate layered cake. I mean, what's not to love about them? Layers of chocolate fluffy and yummy cake covered in a chocolatey and rich ganache or buttercream, but sometimes easy ones are the way to go. Today I'll share with you my super easy sheet cake recipe. So basically less effort but without compromising on the taste. So this is like no other sheet cake you've ever tasted before. It's a single layer chocolate cake soaked in a delicious and super rich homemade chocolate sauce and covered in a very rich and chocolatey chocolate ganache. Let's get started. I have here dark chocolate chopped in small pieces, unsweetened cocoa powder, and milk. Let's just give it a quick stir. And then we're gonna cook at very low heat until the chocolate is completely dissolved. And make sure you stir it from time to time. So now that the chocolate has all melted, I'm gonna take it off the heat. And I'll let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna mix in my dry ingredients. I am mixing the dry ingredients together for two main reasons. One, they will mix properly and evenly throughout the batter. And two, once we add them to the wet ingredients, we will have less mixing to do, which will yield to a lighter and fluffier cake. Flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. Quick mix. And I'm gonna set them aside. And now is a good time to preheat your oven at 325. And I'm also gonna grease a 9x13 pan. So after 5 minutes, the mixture will look a little bit like that, a little bit curdled. Now we're gonna add our eggs. It is still warm, so you wanna mix them very quickly. And then oil and vanilla. This smells amazing. The chocolate and the vanilla smells so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna transfer my mixture into a larger bowl. And I'm going to add my flour and sugar mixture. And that's it. I'm just removing some of the oil excess, and our batter is going in. Look at that. The color is amazing. The smell is heavenly. Can't wait to eat it. And now it's going to the oven. I'm gonna bake my cake for about 30 minutes. But because your oven might heat up a little bit differently than mine, you may want to check on your cake after 30 minutes with a toothpick. Just insert it in the middle. If it comes out clean, then your cake is ready. If it's not, then keep baking it for another 5 minutes or so. And now let's make the chocolate sauce. So the sauce is super easy. I have here water, sugar, and cocoa powder. And we're just gonna cook them on medium heat until everything is combined. So take it off the heat once it starts boiling. And then immediately add to it chocolate, dark chocolate, cut in small pieces, so it's easier to melt. And I'm gonna add some vanilla. Quick mix. Now all the chocolate pieces have melted, so I'm just gonna stop here and let the sauce cool down. My cake is now ready. I'm just gonna poke it with a fork and let it cool at room temperature. My cake has completely cooled by now. I'm gonna cover it in my chocolate sauce. And for the chocolate sauce, you have two options. It's either you use the entire sauce you made or you leave some at the end for serving. The cake has now cooled and so did the sauce. I am just gonna put it all over it. And I'm gonna add a few holes here and there to make sure it absorbs all that yummy syrup. You can also tilt your cake around. Okay, a little more. And we're just gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes to give it time to absorb all that yummy chocolate sauce. My cake has soaked up all that yummy chocolate sauce. It's time to make the ganache. So I have here dark chocolate cut in small pieces, and I'm adding to it hot, heavy cream. Okay, now I'm gonna add to it a tablespoon of butter, and I'm gonna mix it. So when making ganache, you don't wanna use a whisk. A spatula is a lot better. You don't want to incorporate air into it. So stir very gently. My ganache is now ready. Don't wait for the ganache to firm up. Pour it right after it's ready. My cake is now going to the fridge for about an hour to an hour and a half until the ganache sits. Take your cake out of the fridge for about 30 minutes before you serve it, so it's nice and fluffy. Make sure you wipe your knife between each cut. I hope you liked today's recipe. If you did, then you're gonna love my chocolate cake covered in ganache and salted caramel. Click right here to watch it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!